These stories have included everything from a bear to rescuing his wife from vampires.
That's so funny.
And I asked his wife, she repeated a vampire story, so that's the most likely story.
What?
The frick?
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of ZULA Answers. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Fauzi.
And today we will be reacting to some stories from a Reddit thread titled Malicious Compliance.
For everybody who doesn't know what malicious compliance is, please explain, Brenda.
Oh wow, I thought you were going to explain.
Of course, no, I'm going to let you do the work. I'm just here to guest host.
Fine. So for those of you who don't know, malicious compliance is the behavior of intentionally inflicting harm by strictly following the orders of a superior while knowing or intending that compliance with the orders will have an unintended or negative result, especially in conditions where the superior or those around the person is being particularly difficult about the rules. For example, Fauzi asked me to do a report, right? Then I don't know how to do. I asked him to guide me. He never guide me properly. Then I submit the work to him. He say like shit. Then he say, you want to do this kind of thing? The quality, wait, you listen. The quality like shit, you might as well don't do. Then I really don't do.
Okay.
I really don't do. Then he got nothing to submit to the boss.
Your story could have been shorter, but okay. I think the key point here is that you're doing something out of spite.
Yes.
You're doing something almost sarcastic in a way.
Yes,
it's sarcastic. It's a sarcastic kind of reaction or action that actually is not meant for the intended action lah.
Story number 1 is titled "Don't say anything if you don't have anything good to say." Okay.
I love this because it's a very common something that people. It's a common phrase that people say lah.
And I don't think it's a bad phrase.
It's not.
Yeah, but maybe given the context here, it might be a bit off.
Let's read it. Yeah.
Let's go. Recently, my mother and I got into an argument. We have never had a good relationship with her constantly yelling at me and me being a rebellious teen. We never actually have a conversation, only speaking to her about chores and necessary things. We were in the middle of a pointless argument when I insulted her parenting.
Oh dear. This one is already like, to me, no lah. No.
Yeah,
Don't.
This
one, that one rude already lah.
Yeah, that's right. She replied me with, "You don't say anything if you don't have anything good to say." After she sent me to my room, I thought about it and I decided to take her advice. For about a month, I didn't speak to her unless it was absolutely necessary, and she noticed that after she yelled at me about it, I stopped speaking. Later, she apologized after realizing why I did it. I haven't accepted her apology and I don't plan to.
Oh my goodness gracious me. I mean...
I just have a question.
Go for it.
Like, why has the relationship always been bad? Like, is it because the mom has always been emotionally abusive? I think that's something that we won't know. We don't know from this story.
But let me play the devil's advocate a little bit in the sense that saying that sometimes when parents or like your mother shouts at you, there is a purpose and there is a reason lah. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fault like it's the mother's fault for screaming in the first place. What if you were actually a really rebellious teen and if you like, for example, really go out at night when your mother say like, hey, don't stay out too late at night. There's a reason. Come on, right?
Last time my mom gave me like
a curfew.
Very ridiculous curfews.
Okay, like what time?
8 p.m. reach home.
Good what?
Barbecue party. 8 p.m. the food just.
Then don't go.
But yeah, then I rebellious. Then I don't care. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm on the cab all the way home until 11. Then I reach home.
Wait, so what? Your mother would have known that nowhere in Singapore would have taken you a 3-hour journey.
So when I reach home, a lot of my stuff outside the house.
Oh, wow! Like that, I must clap for your mother.
One of the biggest issues I see here is, the fact that I think for both of you, the ego, and how stubborn you are, are not letting any of you back down from this.
Correct.
And
no way. Someone did back down. The mother had to apologize, which I feel very sad about because, like, I don't think the mom did anything wrong.
Okay, let's go back to the phrase. I think that's very important.
Okay, let's go for it.
So the mom said, "You don't say anything if you don't have anything good to say."
Which
actually,
means
it's a good thing. It's a good phrase though. It's a good advice.
No.
Taken out of this context.
Correct. And think about it, right? This is actually, you highlighting this, right? It's a contextual clue. So like reading comprehension like that. Because if her mother said something, if this person's mother said something like that, right? Does that mean this person has been rude?
Yeah, because she said, She insulted her parenting.
Then that's fucked up.
Yeah, okay. I think no matter how angry you are, your parent, right, you should never insult them for their parenting because like you have to know, right, our parents are not superheroes.
Yeah.
They are humans like us.
Correct.
And they are flawed. They have their imperfections.
Correct.
I feel like the mom apologizing.
Yeah.
Is sad, right? But it's a positive sign that she shows remorse and is willing to.
Do you
to like maybe rebuild this relationship.
I feel sad because, right, the mother, right, and I know parents, right, they generally are very selfless. So them doing these kind of things, right, it's very selfless of them. Like they like willing to take the blame.
That part is very sad. The part where the child doesn't want to accept the apology.
Yeah.
It just makes me think, I feel like y'all have a lot of things have happened apart from this incident that y'all need to address.
Correct. I think I'm quite honest. I feel bad for the mom. I think I'm erring towards the mom's side. Yeah.
I'm very neutral about this. Shall we rate this story?
Okay. What emoji
emoji
should this be? I know what emoji should it be.
Okay, what?
The water droplets emoji.
Okay, why?
Because got a lot of talking.
Oh no, it's like
a lot of saliva.
Encourage them talk more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So water droplet emoji. How many water
droplet.
droplet emoji you want to give?
Maybe
so,
2?
I would give it like a 1 water droplet emoji.
Okay, 1.5 water droplets there.
There you go. And I think can there is a solution out of it.
There is.
Yeah.
It's just whether you're willing to work on it.
Correct.
Okay.
For story number 2, I don't care if he is dead. Put him on the phone. I am the character now. Okay, I'm not Fauzi, I'm a character. My father died on Father's Day 2012. He was divorced and living alone, and I am an only child. So that means that I had to wrap up all of his affairs. This story centers around us trying to get his utilities cancelled. I called in to see what we had to do to get them to cancel. The lady I spoke with on the phone said to send in his certified death certificate. I sent in the certified copy of his death certificate the next day. The next month got another bill. I called again and a new woman answered. She said that because I wasn't on the account that she had to speak with the account holder. I informed her that the account holder was dead, but she wouldn't budge.
What the heck, right?
I had to make an appointment with the supervisor so she could speak to him herself in person. I mean, I showed up at the Board of Public Utilities with another death certificate and his ashes in the clear bag that they returned his remains in. I plopped them down on the center of her desk and said when she talked to him to tell him that I loved him for me. The woman went pale, flew out of her chair and called the cops.
Ridiculous woman, this one. Really ridiculous.
When they showed up, she claimed that I had assaulted her. What? And yes, my dad's remains were still sitting in the middle of her desk with the death certificate. The cops questioned me as to why I would do that. I told them the story. The supervisor's boss was called in and they all stepped away from the desk for a private talk. While they were talking, the cops came over to talk to me. They said that I shouldn't take human remains out in public, but there were no laws that were broken. I said that I agreed with them that it was extreme, but she insisted to speak with him in person. By then, they were done talking between themselves. But the story isn't over yet. I had to call back a few days later to get utilities back to the house in my name. The person on the phone said that the employee was terminated and again, she is so very sorry.
Oh, man.
I love that this story has an ending.
Yeah.
Right? That to me is, I'm glad that there is an ending.
I'm so glad that the person was terminated though. She was severely lacking in compassion and common sense.
Correct. And this is why I hate people who don't have common sense running these kind of systems.
It's really those kind of people, right, who focus on the SOP and the rules,
Yeah.
right? Such that for some reason when they're working, their compassion and common sense is gone.
I hate those kind of
Right.
people. These people really don't have a place to exist in this world. Oh, wait.
Dude, people already send the death certificate then you still say you want to talk to the person in person. They are already like in heaven.
She got thing or not?
Yeah.
Use your brain a bit and think properly whether what you're doing is correct or you should be doing something else or should you be doing that? You know what I mean?
It's like, an SOP or workflow is given, but if it's off, if it's wrong in the situation, then be flexible about it lah.
Yeah.
Right?
I wonder if they had an SOP after this. They create another SOP, like, you know,
if people
person
die.
is dead, if account holder is dead, these are the things you need to do. You know what? This person who wrote this Redditor, right? You're fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, good job, man. Really good job in scaring
I want to
really.
clap for you, man. I really want to clap for you. You're fucking awesome, man. You go and bring the freaking ashes. I swear, if I were that smart, right, I would be like damn happy with myself, but I'm not that smart. you are amazing.
Yes, yeah. It's funny lah. I feel like this Redditor really deserves a round of applause. Really
Truly,
amazing.
truly,
really like effort, you know? Like, cause if it's me, honestly, will you do it? Will you have done it? Like brought the ashes? I don't think I
No
will,
lah,
right?
because my relatives all bury. But will you do it?
Wow, I don't think I'll be smart enough to think of it, yeah.
Same,
And I will be too sad.
No,
do
I would
that.
probably send another email. Be like, excuse me,
Yeah.
the account holder is dead.
Yeah.
Which part of DEAD do you not understand?
What emoji do you think we should
Oh,
give this story?
ooh, yes. How about a ghost emoji?
Okay, sure.
You know what? It's a ghost emoji. How many ghosts do you want to send to the lady who's running the phone line?
Wow. Okay, this story is damn funny.
I think it's a 3.5 ghosts.
I will give 4 ghosts.
Okay,
out of
nice.
5.
So about 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5 ghosts? Yes.
Okay, so this story gets a 3.5 ghost emoji out of 5.
Boo.
Story number 3 is titled "Customer's Shake Isn't Milky Enough." Oh my god, I love like juicy stories from like the service stuff, you know?
Oh my
Because
god.
they always kena the worst kind of people. I used to work at a popular ice cream joint. The job was pretty chill, co-workers were fun to be around, and the pay was alright for a teenager. As with every other food service job, the customers made the experience a whole lot worse. However, one experience really stood out from the others.
Nice.
We had a regular customer who would come in no shit every day to get a strawberry shake. He was fine with long waits or if our cup machines were down. But this dude would summon the might of Satan if his milkshake wasn't made with enough milk in it. Worse, he would sit there and wait until you remade it to his liking.
Oh my god.
Stupid store policy made us remake any order for free if the customer wasn't happy with it. One day, this dude comes in to order, guess what? A strawberry milkshake. I was working at the ice cream bar, so filled with defeat, I started making his order. Company recipe was 3 scoops of ice cream for a regular smoothie. Since I knew this guy liked his milky, I only put 2. I handed it to him and went about the next orders until 5 minutes later, he came back and screamed at me that the milkshake wasn't milky enough. Now, every time in the past, I always made it this way, 2 scoops to give it that milky consistency. This time, I guess he wanted to just fuck with me.
Oh, I'm so confused. When I thought of milky, right, is like more milk, more better.
Yeah,
but I guess he wants a more watery consistency,
think
is it?
so.
Oh, not so chunky, that guy.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, why would you put less if he wanted me more milky? This is where malicious compliance comes in. I decided to make the milkiest milkshake possible, but while still being a milkshake by technicality. I went back to my station and started the concoction. I didn't put 2 scoops. I didn't put 1 scoop. I put 1 tablespoon of strawberry ice cream and filled it up to the brim with milk. After the pointless blending, I handed him the milkshake he didn't want, but the one he deserved.
Damn.
Wow. I watched him with my own... What? Sorry, I'm confused about the sentence. It says, I watched him with my own shit-eating grin. What the fuck is a shit-eating grin?
Like, is it like he like very happy?
What?
that she
Wait,
eating
who
green?
eats shit?
That's a shit-eating green.
I watched him with my own shit-eating grin, beaming back at him while he tried his milkshake. He took a sip and immediately started berating me that it was just milk. I told him, no sir, I put strawberry ice cream in there, just as you asked. I could see the rage in his eyes as he demanded his order be remade. I then politely informed him our store policy only lets you have your order remade once for free. His face burned bright red as he muttered something under his breath, then stormed out the door, slamming it behind him. Every time after that, he never asked me to remake his order. The frick?
The main takeaway is be nice to your service staff lah.
Yes, yeah, man.
Really,
like-
their job really not easy, yeah. You imagine like they're serving people, like they're serving different batches of people every single day, right? And most of the time they don't even get a thank you, and they're just faced with people who just want to fuck with them.
Yeah, man.
Some people really like them entitled. They think they're up there above everyone else or something.
Correct.
But in fact, they should just
Calm their tits.
yeah, they should just calm their tits. There was
Yeah.
once, right, I was working at GV, right?
Yeah.
Then you know how, I don't know if you all noticed, but the last row of the seats
Yeah.
are always reserved.
Yes,
Like you can
correct.
see a single seat, right? And then
Correct,
beside
correct.
there's an empty space. It's
Correct.
actually
For
reserved for handicapped
Handicapped people, right?
and
Yes.
they're +1.
Correct.
So the wheelchair can be set
Yes,
there.
yes.
Always got these joker people, right? Come in, then they want to ask if they can take their seat, no? Take the
Cannot,
seat beside
cannot.
handicap. Cannot. Because, right, we always want to make sure that there's the space the space is reserved in case someone want to buy last minute, then they really
Okay. But let's say if the movie start already.
Oh, but movie start. Okay, people don't usually ask.
Oh,
Maybe
I
that one
see.
can. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it should be okay lah.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense.
So there was this customer once, like, he scold me. He said that I don't know one. Like, why cannot sell? Then I really explained. I say like, sir, this one is reserved for handicap. Like, as you can see, this space is empty, so
Yeah.
it's for the wheelchair, and then at the side is for their caregiver or whatever, right? And then he said, no, I don't believe you come and bring your manager. I talk to your manager. Then I'm like, sure, because I know the answer. I know the person won't ever get to buy that ticket. So I said, okay, you want to talk to my manager? Sure. I was so tired of this bullshit. So I called my manager in, and he really didn't get the seat. Then he walked away. He don't want to buy already.
Loser.
Yeah.
You should have just said, you want to sit there? Can.
You want to
I break your leg. You want? How about I break your leg, I put you on a wheelchair? You want?
You want?
Just for that seat, eh?
Yeah.
But brave, this guy.
Yeah, this one brave.
Brave, man. Like, brave. Like, I feel like this guy seems to be a bit of a dick of a customer lah. To the customer, right? To the customer who's this, right? I think next time, right, you please be more specific about your order. Like, let's say if you really want it milky. I feel like milkier is like such a ambiguous comment or ambiguous note to make an order. So you say like, I want a milkshake with maybe just one scoop of ice cream. You know what I mean? Like get like find out from the person like who made your ideal milkshake, like you said earlier on. Find out what is the ideal one and say it as it is.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Starbucks, right? Don't just go to Starbucks. Can I have a latte but make it more milky?
Yeah.
Well, I will slap you, sia. What emojis you want to give?
I think strawberry.
Strawberry. Why? For the strawberry generation, is it?
Oh, strawberry milkshake.
Sorry. I thought strawberry generation.
No, I never. No, that's another topic already.
Should be
Okay,
fine.
how many strawberries?
I wanted a cow emoji for the milk.
Sure. Let's go. Cow emoji for the milk and plus for how difficult the customer is.
Correct.
You are a cow.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yes.
A cow emoji it is. So how many cow emojis you gonna give?
Okay,
I
it's
feel
a
like
3.5 for me.
Yeah, I feel like the previous story was a little bit more sassier.
Yeah, correct.
This one's just a bit of okay lah, not so bad lah.
Yeah.
I'll give it like three cow emojis.
Okay, so this.
Let's go with 3.
Yeah, this story gets 3 cow emojis out of 5.
Correct. I love it. Moo.
Last one.
The title of this confession, is it bonus? Maybe, you don't know. I'm just gonna. The title of this story is "Give Me a Hand."
Yes. Actually, when I first read it, right?
Yes, I thought of something else.
Yes, same.
I thought of masturbation.
Same.
The first line. Wait, the first line. You know what? Nice. Just when we were talking about it. So first line of the story is, so my old manager was a dick. The irony. He barely did his job and would bend backwards over.
That's why this story. I think this person is trying to play with us.
I knew it. I
Really?
freaking knew it.
It's all the terms.
He barely did his job and would bend backwards over his employee to avoid conflict. Okay, very good. Although, like, that's a bit of a weird phrasing. You don't bend backwards over your employee.
Yeah.
Imagine the most lily-livered person ever.
What is that?
Lily-livered is like, what is
What is
lily-livered?
why are they calling the liver lily? The definition of a lily-livered is weak and cowardly.
Okay.
Okay, I understand now.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, imagine the most lily-livered person ever at screaming for no good reason, and there you have him. So he's cowardly and he's screaming. Oh,
Wow, sounds
interesting.
like a very, very terrible person to work
Sounds
with.
like Brenda.
Bonk.
Alright, now one of my co-workers gives no craps. He also has a missing arm. He tells a different story every time you ask him about it. Oh my.
It's so funny though, like he jokes, he likes to like joke
my
about
God.
himself.
These stories have included everything from a bear to rescuing his wife from vampires.
That's so funny.
How am I gonna believe you? What the frick? And I asked his wife. She repeated the vampire story, so that's the most likely story.
What?
The frick? This is some con artist
Why
syndicate.
if the wife is the one that helped him to break his arm?
That's
Then they like
for
they,
the GV ticket.
Then they colluded to get all the benefits.
He has a prosthetic arm to help him out. Okay, it doesn't get in the way of his work at all, and he's kind of fun to be around. Oh, that's nice. One day, my old manager walked into the room we were in, pissed about something insignificant, as usual, spied my coworker and I, and screamed, "Give me a hand!" Sorry, give me a hand! My co-worker rolled up his sleeve, ripped off his prosthetic and flung it at the fucker's face. To his credit, the rat dodged it in a rather impressive display of flight. He then ruined his impressive momentum by screaming some gargling slobber. then ran to his office where he screamed into the phone about discipline and respect. This incident was apparently the straw that broke the blowfish's back because the manager quit not long after, citing a hostile work environment. We now have a manager who is a wonderful person who could actually lead a horse to water and is patient enough to wait for it to drink. Aww, I love that analogy. TLDR, when someone responds to your screaming fit hyper literally, perhaps you're the problem. I love
Wow,
it.
okay, this story is amazing. This story is amazing.
love this.
Okay, the manager though.
Yes.
Toxic manager.
Yep.
But, okay, I feel toxic manager, but also I pity him a little bit.
Yep.
Because of how he is, right? He's like friendless and nobody wants to tell him what his problem is. Mainly because he's up there. And I feel like this cycle won't change.
No, but
no matter which company he joins.
It really is a chicken and egg story thing. You know what I mean? Like, who is the source of the problem here? You know what I mean? Is it your employees or is it yourself?
I think this case is him.
Yeah lah. So then the manager really to me is like, if you are the one who is just being an asshole right now, or you're being a dick, right? Then like, dude, like you please reflect on your own life lah. I think it's a great story. Great party trick.
Yeah,
to be able to remove your hand and like throw it at people. Yeah, absolutely that. 100%. 10 would recommend.
And like next time if a new colleague comes in or you join a new company, right, then they ask you for a fun fact or a fun story.
You just take out your arm.
Yeah, no, then you tell the story about how you threw it.
Oh, you just throw it lah.
Oh, you just throw it, yeah.
At them.
Yeah. You throw it and then you say, this is how I threw my hand at my ex-manager.
Nice.
Wow. Great story. Everyone will love you already.
I think I would rather have that story than the vampire and bear story. Because
yes.
the vampire and bear story, a bit unbelievable, but you throwing your prosthetic arm at someone, 100% 10 would be very believable, especially if you saw it right before your eyes. What emoji should we use? I want to say hand.
Yeah,
a hand emoji.
Same. I wanted a vampire, but I think that's not important. I think the hand is the most
How about a thumbs up emoji?
Just you will never be able to do it.
No, he can. With a prosthetic arm, he can still do a thumbs up.
How?
What do you mean how?
How
don't they have control over their prosthetic?
Have
I don't know.
The very high one, but the others is just there.
Oh really?
No meh?
I don't know eh. Shit, damn it.
They can do thumbs up if it's not the
Oh fuck me! I'm gonna get cancelled again. Then what like this Oh yeah, that's true.
So this story gets 5 thumbs up out of 5, which makes it the highest rated story of today, and we'll explain why 5. 1 thumbs up from the prosthetic arm guy.
Correct.
Because he only can do 1.
Okay. Maybe he can actually shape his
Maybe he can,
hand to do
but never mind, we just take it as like real hand vibes.
Okay. Real. Okay, real hand vibes. I'm gonna get cancelled. I fucking love it. Okay, next.
Second one is who? The Redditor.
The Redditor.
This is 2 because the Redditor can put 2.
3.
Then the last one is
the wife.
Yeah. So 5 thumbs up out of 5. And with that, we've actually come to the end of all the stories. What are your final thoughts for today, other than us being cancelled?
I feel like 3 out of 4 of the stories seem like it's called for lah. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate that they did it. Except for the first one. To me, the first the story about the parent and the child, right? That one is like that one a bit petty. The rest are funny. That one not funny.
Yeah. Actually, the last 3 stories were very funny.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite?
The Ashes one.
Okay.
I think the Ashes one is like, the thing is, it feels like it's very plausible. It seems like something that people would actually receive some sort of instruction like that from the phone. And I feel like doing this to them, right, really ballsy of them, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, for me, my favorite story is Give Me a Hand.
Oh my gosh.
Because it just seems like something that I will never experience. So I think we both don't have any malicious compliance stories, right?
Personally,
I don't really have.
lah.
I was rebellious as a teen, but I don't really like go and get back at my mom, that kind of thing.
I think there is.
I know my limits.
Yeah, it's almost a sense of pettiness to it, lah. Of course, it's like the kind of things where someone tell you to do something and you do it literally, ironically. It makes it like like, is it necessary? Or are there other ways to work around the problem lah, really. And I think that's one of the things that people often don't realize.
Yeah.
There are ways around problems and situations like this. But yeah, like if push comes to shove, sometimes you react emotionally, you react like this, and okay, I mean, it's very, very fair. I think people do often let their emotions take over and sometimes just do these kind of things.
Yeah, I think for me, just always remember that when you want to do something, take a moment to think if you'll regret it in the future. Don't do anything don't do anything that you will regret next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the small stories like the milkshake, that one, it seems very trivial because it won't really affect the guy's life in the future, but don't do anything that has severe consequences.
Well,
honestly.
neither is bringing your ashes or flinging your prosthetic arm. I don't think those will have any lasting impact, but hopefully
the parent one.
Yeah. But hopefully the people who are at the receiving end of this, right, will change. You know what I mean? Like the customer, the telephone operator, plus the manager. All these people, I hope by them doing these actions, right, they will like finally wake up their idea.
That's true.
Then they suddenly change.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's all for today's episode. If you have any confessions that you want us to react to, we have a Google Forms linked in the description box below. And also, if you want to react to the stories we shared today, you can share them in the comments below.
Yes.
And with that, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.